This conference will now be recorded.
This session I am discussing about ACL, access control list. So with ACL, you can grant permission to multiple users and group. So by default, we are giving standard permissions for Linux. We know that we have permission for owner and group and others. But in sometimes we needed to give permission for multiple users. So we want one user, alias user, we want read permission, John user, we want write permission. So this type of different permission we want to give to files or folder, we can do through ACL. So but the volume we have to mount with partition should be mounted with ACL support. By default in Linux new version, ACL support is already there. When you do df-h, we can see how many partitions are there. Mainly we are using this partition. Root partition is devxvda1. Also we can give the mount command, means it will show that how much partitions are mounted. So xvdf partition xvda1 is mounted. So these all are by default mounted with ACL support. By default ACL support is included. So now we know that when you do ls-l, we can ls-l, we can see the permissions of a file. So we know that standard permission, this is the owner and this is the root is there, and we can see the owner having read write permission, group is also having read write permission, others having read permission, but there is a plus symbol indicating that we can give permission like ACL permissions we can give. Access control list permissions we can give. So for example, I want to check the permission of this ACL permission. I can check by get ACL and file one have standard permissions I want to check. So by the default permissions already there. The file one is this is the comment, file one, owner is root, group is root, we can understand from here. And user means owner having what is the permission, RW permission we are, and group is also having read write permissions are there. And there is a mask value is also there, mask value, and we can give permission for others users. We can add the permissions. So we are going to add a permission for another user, we can add it. So we will explain, and this mask value means the maximum permission we are giving to the users. So the standard permission we are giving for owner and group, but additional users you can give permissions. So we know that standard permission ls-l means this is the owner permission and group permission, but we are going to add extra permission for a user. So that is called named user and a named group. So I'm creating a file, touch file 2. So and we can see the permission is there, but I am going to give a permission to this user. So I can give get FACL. It will show the permission of this file 2. Standard permissions are there, but I want to set the permission, set FACL. I want to give a permission for this. My -m means modifying. So I'm going to user, I'm giving the permission. So the user name is, we can add a user first. User and least user IMID. So that's having some issue. So I got we have Tom user is already there. So I'm going to give a permission, set FACL -u. So we can change the permission in this syntax, set FACL -m. So this is the way we are giving a permissions. So I'm going to give the permission like this. I'm going to give. So we can see set FACL -m. What is the username we have to give? So username is Tom. So it's the Tom user. I want to give this permission, and read and execute permission I am giving to file one. So I'm giving this user, and now I want to give to a group, means I just want to change the user to M means modify, U means I can change the group name. So Tom I can replace with the group name. So this way I can give the permission for users and groups. So I want to see the permission get FACL and file one. So it will show the permission for the file 1. So we can see that the owner permission is there, and we have a user. Like this user, we have a permission. This first user means owner. Owner will have read write permission already, and user means we have a named user. Tom user having, I just given a permission like read and execute. So the group is also having read permission. Mask is having read and execute. So others having read permission. So suppose we know there is a group, we can check how many groups are there. etc groups, group file having all the groups name. So there is a group 1 is there. So I want to give the permission for a group. So for this file, so I can give a permission hyphen name, the group I want to give a permission, and I want to give the permission as group 1. So what I am trying to do is, so this particular group I am giving, maybe I can give read and write and execute permission for a group I am giving. So anybody member of the group, they will get a read and write and execute permission. So we are doing this as a named group. So default owner and default group is there, but this is a special another group we are adding a permission, and I can check the permission of by using getFSCL, and we can see that it is showing the default user. User means owner having this one. Owner user means root user, because root is the owner, and another additional user we added named user. We are giving a read and execute. So we just added a group name group 1. I am giving group 1, and here also mask is showing as RWX. So mask means that the maximum permission we can give to a we can give. So even if we can change the mask value. Suppose if I give the mask value to read write means, so effectively the maximum permission will be restricted. So I will explain what is the mask value. So mask value means for the maximum permission possible for all named users. Named users means additional users, and also for named groups. Additional groups we are giving permission, and the group owner also. So these users we can give the restrict the maximum permission, and it does not restrict the permission for the file owner. So this mask value will not control the owner of the original owner. For in the case it is a root user, so that user's permission they will not control. But all other users maximum permission we can control it. So for example, we want to change the mask value. So I'm going to change the mask value to read only. Read. So I'm just changing the mask of this file in one. So what is this I am doing? Minus m modifying the mask I am giving as read. So the read I am giving mask. So I can give that. So now I change the mask to read. So now when I do getFSCL, you can see the mask is showing as read only. So read, that is a maximum permission. So this mask value is controlling the maximum permission we are giving. So as we remember the group, I have given RWX permission, but because the mask is R means the effective permission is showing as read only. Why it is showing read means because the mask, what is the meaning of mask means that is the maximum permission we can give to this file. So we are controlling in due to this method. And even if you give group as read write execute permission, effective permission will come read only. For example, one user Tom we have given read and execute. User Tom, as we remember, we given read and execute, but effective permission is coming only read only, because because the maximum value is that. So even, but in the case of user, the owner means the root is the owner of the file. So there the mask value will not apply. So that we are telling. So mask value will not apply. This does not restrict the permission to the file owners. So maximum value we can give for named users and name group. We can give restrict. So using this mask value. So we can give permission for everything together. So user we can give a permission, comma, group we can give consultant, we can give read and execute. Others we are giving no permissions to a file 1. So we can give it. So but there is some X will come, conditional execution. So what is this meaning is, when we are giving to recursively for a folder and all, if already the file having the permission, so it will apply. Suppose the file already not having the permissions, they will not apply this permission. So that is the way we can give capital X also we can give. And we can do one another method is we can we can check the permission of a file 1 and we can adjust change this to another file. So what I am going to do is whatever permission I am having for file 1 I want to give to file 2. So I can give this command. So whatever file file 1 permission I want to give to file 2. So that is I'm trying to do. So I'm going to give this command now. So I'm going to give the permission of file 2. So I am collecting the permission of file 1. So what we are trying to do is, so currently we have already one file is there, file 1. So whatever the permission file 1 is having, we are collecting and we are going to change the same permission we are going to give to file 2. So that is we are going to. So now when I check the permission get FCL, so they will copy the permission from file 1. So there is some command like this. So if I check the get FCL and file 2 permission we are checking, so we can see that it will be coming the Tom user group 1, the mask, everything we are copying from the other file. So we have to know that this ACL is the additional permissions we are giving. Standard permission means user group and owner group and others. But here we want to give separate permission, additional permission. So Tom user I have given one permission. So John user I want to give a permission. So this all you can change by using this command setfscl command. You can change the permission and we can modify the permission, and also we can give permission for groups also we can give, others also we can give. So mask is the default maximum permission we can restrict. So the maximum permission I can tell this read means even if whatever the permission we are giving, even if we give RWS permission also, but effectively the permission will come only as read only. But this mask is the maximum value we are applying. So now we want to so maximum permission we are giving, but this maximum permission limit will not apply to the owner. And we want to delete some permission, you can give setfscl -x and username and we can give it. You can remove the permission from the setfscl x command. X command is for deleting. So that is the way we are giving ACL permissions. Additional permissions we are giving for users and groups. So Windows we can give permission for different users. For example, default folder permissions and all we are giving in Windows, we give for multiple users we can give. So here also other standard permission we can give additional permission using ACL values.